Okay. Lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist and pull the back of the head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes and allow your body to soften. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face, unclench your jaw, and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most, chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the full phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the two pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long and deep breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Observe your belly moving freely. Allow your belly to move freely between inhalation and exhalation. Observe the navel moving up when you inhale and down toward the spine when you exhale. Observe the rib cage. Observe the ribs moving away from each other with every inhalation and then closer to each other with every exhalation. Keep a long and deep breath. Visualize a light entering your body through the nostrils. This light recharge your body and resource your mind. And when you exhale, brings out all your tension, leaving you more and more relaxed. With every inhalation, your body recharge. With every exhalation, your body relax. Keep a long and deep breath, but keep it easy, keep it soft. A slow and long breath. With every inhalation, your body recharge, your mind restores. With every exhalation, you feel relaxed and at ease. Keep your attention on your breath. Keep it soft but deep. And from your next breath, start lengthening your exhalation. But even there, keep your breath easy and soft. So inhale deeply and exhale softly. The breath soft and easy. Allow your body and mind to recharge. And to get rid of all your tensions. Still keeping your exhalation longer than the inhalation. Start lengthening also the natural pauses that you do at the end of the inhalation and at the end of the exhalation. So inhale deeply and create a small pause, a little bit longer than usual. Exhale slowly. And again, hold your breath just for a few seconds, relaxing as much as you can your body. And then start the new cycle. Inhale deeply. Hold. Exhale slowly. And hold. While holding your breath, both between the inhalation and exhalation, and between the exhalation and inhalation, relax your body, relax your belly, relax your neck, your shoulders. Do it at your own pace. Keep the pauses a little bit longer than your natural pose. Keep the exhalation longer than the inhalation. Three more breaths. At the end of the third breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled, and observe how your breath changes, how your breath becomes lighter, in a certain way, more superficial. Observe how your body moves just a tiny bit now. Observe that you don't need a lot of air to breathe. Then take control again. Inhale deeply and hold your breath longer for several seconds. Relax your body, relax your belly, your chest. And inhale and exhale, sorry. Inhale deeply and hold your breath. Relax your body and feel your body changing, the tensions moving. And then exhale softly. Inhale again. Hold your breath. And exhale. Do it at your own pace. Expanding at the best of your capacity. Your chest, your belly, when you inhale. Holding the breath, but relaxing the physical body. Again, at the best of your capacity. Then exhale slowly and softly. To adjust the pose in order to keep the exhalation soft. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Relax your body. Exhale softly. And one more time, inhale deeply. Hold your breath. And exhale. Go back to a normal breath for a few seconds. Now, inhale deeply. Exhale passively. So just let the air out without pushing it out. Just observe just the air that goes out at first without any activation of your muscular force. And again, inhale and exhale passively. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale passively. Inhale, exhale passively. Inhale, exhale passively. Now, we're going to start from the same technique. So inhale and exhale passively. But then I want you to activate the exhalation and push the air out. Just become aware of how much air you still have on your lungs. We're going to do it 3 times, just 3 times. So inhale, exhale passively. And then actively. Activating the muscles of your belly and of your rib cage to push the air out. Inhale. Exhale passively. And then actively. And one more time. Inhale actively. Exhale passively first. And then actively. And go back to a normal breath. Keep your breath soft and easy. And now inhale deeply. Exhale passively and hold your breath. Relax your body. Relax your face. Inhale actively. Exhale passively and hold your breath. Become aware of the feelings, the emotions. Observe the calmness. And again, inhale deeply. And exhale passively. Hold your breath and observe. Do it 3 more times at your own pace. Still observing the feelings, the good feelings that you may experience while holding your breath after the passive exhalation. Go back to a normal breath. And feel if the feelings are still there. Enjoy those feelings. Really gently. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand and sit up in a cross-legged position. Keep your spine straight. Put your hands right over the knees. Inhale, tilt your hip forward and arch your spine. Push the chest forward and up. Push the shoulders back and down. Exhale, round your spine, allow the chest, the head to move toward the chest. Inhale, tilt your hip forward, arch your spine, push the shoulders back and down. Exhale, around your spine and go down. Look down. Inhale, arch your spine and look up. Exhale, round your spine and look down. One more time. Inhale, arch your spine and look up. Exhale, round your spine and look down. Keep your spine straight and create circles with your hips along the spine. Do it gently, do it softly and fluidly. Create a fluid movement. No need to be fast, no need to be really wide. Do it softly, gently. Turn also on the other side and observe if there's a difference between the two sides. Maybe one is easier Just become aware. Okay, now put your left hand down on the ground, not too far from your hips. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Push with your left hand down on the ground to push the chest and even the hips a little bit more to the right. Lift the right arm. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and move the right hand to the left. Push the thumb gently back and look up. Keep on pushing with your left hand against the ground. And back to center. On the other side, so right hand down on the ground, not too far from your hip. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lift your left arm up, but keep the shoulders away from the ears. Start pushing with your right hand against the ground to move the chest and even the hip a little bit more to the left. Move the left hand a little bit more to the right. Push the thumb back and look up. 3 breaths. And back to center. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Put your left hand outside of your right knee. Get a good grip, because I want you only to hang on your knee, but I want you to move to the left. So lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the left arm straight and keeping the good grip of the hand on the right knee. Start leaning completely to the left. Lift the right arm up, and just like we did before, keep the shoulders away from the ears and move the right hand to the left. But keep on pushing with your right knee down in order not to just fall to the left. Look up, 3 breaths. Lift the sternum a little bit more. Push the thumb a little bit back. And back to center. On the other side, so put your right hand on the left knee, get a good grip, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, start leaning to the right. So to contrast this force, push with your left knee down, lift the left arm up and move it to the right. Push the thumb back and look up, 3 breaths. Keep on pushing to give stability with your knee. Look up and back to center. The idea is not to hold your breath, but to breathe. Hands over the knees. Create again circles with your hips along the spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay, now hands in front of the knees. Keep the arms straight. And again, get a good grip, because I want you to lean back. There, tilt your hip forward, push the chest in between the arms, and look up and stay there for 3 breaths. So you'd better breathe. And relax. Okay, now bring the 2 knees together. Flex your feet. Grab the outer side of your feet. If it's hard for you to keep the 2 knees together, you can also widen your leg, whichever is more comfortable for you. And from this, I want you to push the spine, rounding the spine, I want you to push the spine back. Move the chin toward the chest. Close your eyes. And breathe deeply. Feel the stretch on your back. From the lumbar spine to the muscles around the shoulder blades. And to focus the stretch a little bit more around your shoulder blades. Still pushing the chest back. Lift gently the right shoulder and observe how the muscles around the shoulder blades, the right shoulder blade, stretches in a different way. Lower your right shoulder and lift the left one. To stress the muscles around the left shoulder blade now. And back to center. Cross your legs again and create again the circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Do it gently, softly, easily. Then also on the other side. Now lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, twist to the right, put your left hand outside over your right knee, put your right hand down on the ground with a soft touch. And still keeping the sternum lifted and the shoulder blades down. Twist your torso, looking behind you. 3 breaths. Keep on lifting the sternum, shoulder blades down, relax your face. Keep your breath soft. And breathe as much as you can with your nose, not with your hand, with your mouth. Back to center and twist to the left. Put your right hand outside of your left knee. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, twist. Put your left hand down on the ground with a soft touch. And still keeping your breath soft and easy. Breathe with your nose in order to stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system, so the calming one. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down and twist. Look behind you, 3 breaths. And back to center. Okay, now put your feet down on the ground as wide as the hips, keeping the knees almost at 90 degrees, almost. Put your hands behind your buttocks, leaning back just a tiny bit. Okay, now tilt your hip forward and push the chest up and forward. Breathe deeply on your chest, 3 breaths. And relax. Okay. From this position, keep the elbows gently back just to avoid the hyperextension of the elbows. Inhale. With exhalation, push with the feet against the ground and lift your hips. Squeeze your butt. Look right up to the sky without allowing the head to tilt back. So keep the head aligned with the cervical spine. And down. Okay. Now, grab your legs, walk back with your feet. Find a balance. Round your spine. Allow the chin to move toward the chest. Close your eyes. And just stay there. Breathe deeply. And observe that when you breathe deeply, your body starts moving back and forth, rocking back and forth. Meaning that your breath has a straight impact on your stability. So use your breath to keep you stable in the instability. Keep your breath deep and manage your stability using your breath. Okay, lift your head, cross your legs, lean forward, and enter a tabletop position. Keep your hands right under the shoulders and the knees, together right under the hips. Create even the circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Now inhale. With the exhalation, tilt your hip backward, push with your hand against the ground to round your spine and look at your belly. Tilt your hip backward to round your lumbar spine. Inhale, tilt your hip forward, arching the spine. Push with the hands against the ground, but push the chest forward and the shoulder blades back. Look forward to arch your spine. Exhale, tilt your hip backward, round your spine. Inhale, tilt your hip forward and arch your spine. One more time, exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch your spine. Seat on your heels. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward. Push the thumbs back. Push the hands down. Lift the sternum. Push the chest forward. And observe how your spine is gently arched. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders to lengthen your cervical spine. And feel the activation of the muscles between your shoulder blades. And relax. Lay down on the mat, belly down. Keep the two knees together, keep the 2 feet together. Keep the hands quite close to the chest. There, move the 2 elbows close to each other. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head and shoulders. But push the shoulders away from the ears. Push the elbows toward the buttocks. Stay there and observe the activation of the muscles of your back. Look forward. And down. Hands next to the chest. Move the 2 elbows close to each other. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your head and shoulders. Feel the activation of the muscles of your back. And down again. Inhale. With the exhalation, again, move the two elbows close to each other. Move the elbows toward the buttocks and lift the head and shoulders. Once that you have your position where you can feel the activation of the muscles of your back, lift your hands. Keep it really close to the ground and to the chest, but without touching the ground. And down again. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift the head and shoulders, move the elbows toward the buttocks, and keeping this movement in place, lift your hands, just the hands. Stay there. And relax. Push with the hands against the ground and move in Balasana, child pose. So seat on your heels, round your spine, relax your spine. Keep the hands, the arms either forward or back, or whichever is more comfortable for you. So find your version. Listen to the messages of your body and stay there for 5 long breaths. At the end of the 5th breath, put your hands down on the ground and enter a tabletop position again. Now, tilt your hip backward to move the pubis toward the lower ribs. Like you want to have this distance a little bit closer, a little bit narrower. Keeping this in mind, straighten your right leg, tuck your toes under, push with the hands against the ground and lift your left knee toward the chest. Stay there. The knee doesn't touch the ground. The left feet doesn't touch the ground. And down. Change sides. So straighten your left leg, tuck your toes under, pubis toward the base of the rib cage, push with the hands against the ground, and move the right knee toward the chest. Stay there. And down. Tabletop position. Now we're gonna keeping the abdominal muscles active. I want you to feel the lumbar spine muscles working. Usually we may feel tensions in this area, and we tend to lengthen this area to release the tensions, which is good. But we have also to start strengthening this area in order to be more resilient. So in order to not feel pain when we have tensions in this area. So to do so, as you can imagine, it's not a pleasant thing. It's a sort of torture. Tabletop position. Activate your abdominal muscles. Tilt your hip forward. So I want you to feel a sort of stretch on your abdominal muscles, keeping the abdominal muscles active. Keeping this activation, lean on the left knee and keeping the right knee roughly at 90 degrees, lift your feet up and then start pushing the feet up, 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 arching the spine, looking forward. So normally you will feel the muscles, the lumbar spine muscles working. Keep it there. Activate your abdominal muscles and down. Same thing, activate your abdominal muscles. So pubis toward the base of the chest, but arch your spine. So tilt your hip forward till you feel that it's stretching in a weird way. Lean on the right knee and lift the left leg. Push the foot up, look forward. Feel the activation of the lumbar spine muscles. Stay there. And down. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Okay, now almost the same. So activate your abdominal muscles, tilt your hip backward in order to really activate your abdominal muscles. But then once that you have the abdominal muscles active, tilt your hip forward, still keeping the activation of the muscle. When you feel that it's stretching, lean on the left leg and straighten the right leg right behind you. Keep the abdominal muscles active. Look forward and feel again the activation of the lumbar spine muscles. Keep the belly active, contracted, strong. And down. Change side, so lean on the right leg. Activate your abdominal muscles, but tilt your hip forward. Feel the activation of the abdominal muscles, and then straighten your left leg back. You may feel even more stretch on the abdominal muscles, which is good. But I want you also to feel the lumbar spine muscles working. Stay there. Strong and steady. And relax. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. You may feel quite intense feelings now. After this activation, turn also on the other side. Now, walk back with your knees. Keeping the arms roughly at 45 degrees. Belly in. Activate your abdominal muscles just like we did before. Now, keeping those muscles active, start leaning forward. Keep on moving the pubis up. Allow the hips to move down. Push with the hands against the ground. Look forward. Stay there. Keep the activation of the abdominal muscles. Keep the pubis up. Stay there. And back. Child pose. Just for a few seconds. Keep the hands forward, but down on the ground. Keep the arms straight.
like we want to lengthen the spine. Now, don't move your hands. Keep the hands down, nailed down. Tabletop position. Activate your abdominal muscles. Move the hips forward and back. Still keeping the abdominal muscles active. Push with the hands against the ground. Push with the chest forward. Shoulders back. Breathe with your nose. And back to child pose again. The hands are still in this position. And again, tabletop position. Activate your abdominal muscles. Move the hips forward and down. Push with the hands against the ground. Look forward. Squeeze your butt now. And back to child pose. Breathe deeply. And now lay down on the ground, belly down. Put your hands next to the hips with the palm of the hand facing the sky. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your head, your shoulders, and your arms. Stay there. Feel again the activation of the lumbar spine muscles and lift also your legs. Stay there. Breathe deeply on your belly. Keep on breathing with your nose. And down. If this position is really easy for you, I will give you another version, but if it's already quite challenging, just stay in this position. The second version is with your arms forward with the palm of the hand facing down. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and arms. Lift your legs. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Stay there. At the end of the third breath, put your hands down on the ground, lower your legs, and again, child pose. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, lift your torso, lift your hips. Take the toes under. Okay. Pubis up. Tailbone down. Keep the distance between the rib cage and the pubis quite short. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. I know that I just did to keep this area quite compact, but then I told you to lift the sternum. You can do it, even if it seems impossible. The idea is to keep this area compact, even when you lift the chest. So you're opening the rib cage, but keeping the abdominal muscles and this area compact. Keeping this area compact, lean back. Pubis up, tailbone down. You can also squeeze your butt if you want to, if it's easier for you. Well, it is easier. And come back. When you squeeze your your buttocks, actually, you're tilting your hips backward. So you're doing the movement that I want you to do. So lifting the pubis and moving the tailbone down. If you can do it without activating those big muscles, is even better, because it means that you're using the internal muscles. But better to use the buttocks in case it's not really easy to find this retroversion of the hips. Gonna do it one more time. So lift the pubis, tailbone down. If you want to squeeze your butt and keep in this area really compact, lean back. Stay there. And back. Now we have to find a compromise. The compromise is between the activation of the abdominal muscles to protect the lumbar spine, which is really important. But I want to also to arch your spine. So you have to let go just a tiny bit. I don't want you to feel tension on the lumbar spine, but I want you to arch your spine gently to open the chest to a deeper level. So to do so, put your hands right behind your buttocks with your fingers down, belly in, squeeze your butt, lift the sternum, move the two elbows close to each other and move the elbows down toward the ground. Observe how your body follows, arching the spine, but keep the abdominal muscles active and back. Okay. Now the movement is that to be sure that you're activating the abdominal muscles, I want you to do it without any support from the hands. So it will be a little bit more physical. You will be even more conscious of what you're doing. And that's what I wanted to do. So lift the sternum, lift the pubis, squeeze your butt. Keep on lifting the sternum and lean back, starting from the shoulders, arching the spine, but still keeping the abdominal muscles active and the buttocks active. And back. Okay, now take your toes under. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, belly in. Almost the same thing that we just did, but now I want you to twist your torso to the right. Put your right hand toward the right heel. Find just the touch, just the small support. You don't need to arch completely and put your the palm of the hand down. Just wanted to keep a touch between the two hands and heel. Lift the sternum, belly in, lift the left arm up, arch the spine, still keeping the activation of the abdominal muscles and of the buttocks, and look at your heel. 3 breaths. Heel, not up, feet. Okay. If it's quite easy for you, push the left hand back. And come back. On the other side. So lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, belly in. Squeeze your butt. Twist to the left. Put your left hand in contact with your heel. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, arch your spine. Still keeping the control of your belly. Lift the right arm up. Look at your left foot. And if it's kind of doable for you, move the right hand back. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, and the child pose again. Find your version. It can be with your knees together or wide, whichever is comfortable for you.
It can also be with your arms forward or back. Listen to the messages of your body and find your own version. Stay there and allow your lumbar spine to release. 3 breaths. The end of the third breath, slowly unwind your spine and come back up.
Put your hands over your thighs and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Yes, you will feel that the muscles around this area worked quite a bit, hopefully. Okay, now from this position, put your hands next to the knees. Round your spine, so tilt your hip backward, activate your abdominal muscles, lift your buttocks, keep on rounding the spine and using also the hands. Allow the head to move down toward the ground. The top of the head will touch the ground really lightly. Keep on pushing the spine up and stay there. And relax. Child pose again. Lift your torso. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. So now we already did this position in an easier version. Now I wanted to use your feet to give a bit of contrast for the muscles. So I wanted to put your toes under. Keep the head down on the ground. So you're starting in sort of child pose position, but with the toes under. From there, I wanted to take the outer side of your feet and then start lifting your buttocks, pushing the spine forward, keeping the top of the head lightly on the ground. So to keep it lightly, you really have to use your feet, your arms, your legs, your chest. So the muscular force is needed. Keep your spine round. The top of the head gently touching the ground. Feel the stretch between the shoulder blades. Feel the stretch on the lumbar spine. And lower your buttocks. We're gonna do it again. The idea is to round your spine as much as you can, pushing the buttocks forward, but keeping the weight on the top of the head really light. Again, tuck your toes under. Start moving the buttocks forward, rounding the spine. Stay there. And relax. Put your hands down on the ground, quite close to the knees. Push. And create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. Now, prepare everything that you will need for Shavasana because it's time. So take everything, lay down on the mat. If you feel tension on the lumbar spine, since we kind of used the lumbar spine muscles quite a bit today, you can keep your knees bent, or you can even use a chair to put the calf muscles over the chair to release the tension on the lumbar spine. Roll the arms outward, palm the hand face the sky. Just for a few seconds before entering Shavasana, if you feel that you have some tensions to get released on the lumbar spine, keep your knees bent, push with the feet against the ground to tilt your hip backward and push the lumbar spine down to the ground. And then release. You can even do it a few times. Before then entering completely in Shavasana. Allow your body to relax. Just like we did at the beginning, at the very beginning. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face, unclench your jaw, and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck, and shoulders, arms, forearms, and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles, and feet. Bring your attention to your breath and observe the passing of the air through the nostrils. Observe the air entering your body through the nostrils and then goes out a little bit warmer. The fresh air enters your body through the nostrils. Recharge your body, resource your mind, and then goes out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils and goes out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils and goes out a little bit warmer. Allow your body and mind to relax. Let go. You're safe. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. But till that moment, just relax.
Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtin Vadanam Udvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyam Amrita Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtin Vadanam Udvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyam Amrita Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtin Vadanam Udvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshiyam Amrita. Slowly start wiggling your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Keep your eyes closed. Put your hands in Nana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.